Hello, you gorgeous people, you fellow viewers. Thank you so much for joining us on another edition of Hot Issue. Act now, Hot Issue. What's for lunch? Together with me, as always, Mio Adlan, accompanying you on this glorious Tuesday afternoon. We're back as always every afternoon on your screens, on your mobile phones, on your iPads, on your TV, whichever it is that you are watching us through our Facebook as well as our YouTube channel. Make sure you guys share this video. Make sure you guys give us a comment. Make sure you guys give us a like, because why? We want to dedicate ourselves. We are dedicating ourselves to give you guys what are the hottest issues that has been happening around, not just in Malaysia, but sometimes all over the world as well. We want to be close to you. We want to be very, very informative for you. And we want to do our due diligence to make sure that we act now and not before or not after. We act right now. One person that I know who always acts now in whatever it is that he does, that's actually a bit of a humdinger over there, because I don't really want to dwell in too much on that. A person who embodies act now obviously is my partner in crime, Mr. Melvin Lam. Hey, Melvin.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing great. So what have you been doing? What have you been acting now, Melvin? Just to
Well,
embody the spirit.
last evening we added something new.
Hmm.
Our first inaugural Dear Act Now show. It's in Chinese though. It's our first episode. Addressing to our daily issues, our stress issues, or whatever you can think of. It was quite interesting too. Last night we have two letters. One from a guy who has lost his job during the pandemic, and he's moved back to his hometown, and the wife decided to leave him, bring the only kids and back to the in-laws, and they refused to answer his call. I think because he said that because he has lost job, it's income, no more income, and all these things. And that's quite true. A lot of people face family issues during this time. And second one was a girl who was sexually harassed.
Wow. Okay.
Something like that. It was in Chinese, and I do understand. But it's quite. This is our daily life. It's you do not know what's happening up there, and people do need help. And this is we have two licensed registered counselor talking about it.
All right. So if
their
you
views.
guys want to know more about what Melvin has just mentioned, what he's talking about, make sure you guys go on to Act Now Facebook page, Act Now Trooper, because why? That's where we actually have the interviews, or should I say the show, Dear Act Now, which is happening. That it happened last night. And how often is this going to be happening for the Mandarin version?
It will be a weekly, twice on every Monday and Thursday evening. We start at 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. So it's just the right time after dinner. You're more relaxed, and well, it's good to share and listen to what others feel. And probably in life you do come across such things, issues that you can actually relate to them, to your friends or family. So take things on the lighter side. We hope everyone is good. Yeah.
All right. So
Okay,
make
what's
sure
on
you
today?
guys. Yeah. So before we go on again, just a reminder to all of you guys again, as what Melvin just mentioned, make sure you guys check us out on our Facebook page, because that's where we have it recorded already. But if you want to watch it live, as you should, make sure you guys tune in to Act Now Trooper every Monday and Thursday for the Mandarin, the Chinese version of the Dear Act Now. A lot of things happening for Act Now, so make sure you guys tune in to us for a lot of interesting and happening things happening throughout the whole year, I guess. A lot of things that's happening. All right, back to our main issue, which is the hot issues, the things that we want to highlight, the things that we want to share with our fellow viewers. One thing that has been happening, or has already been happening since last Sunday for some states in Malaysia, because why? Some states, of course, they have different business days, Sundays to Thursday, whereas some would be having their business days Mondays to Friday, is because the schools are back in business. Budak-budak dah boleh pergi sekolah. Diorang dah boleh semangat nak jumpa kawan-kawan, nak pergi belajar, nak jumpa dengan cikgu untuk kita menelaah, for them to be having that experience back again, being in the classroom. It is back to school, but no, we have some well, should I say comments or should I say concerns from
From the
both parties.
parents.
Ada yang seronok, ada yang macam risau. So we are back to school again, and it's a mixed feeling, Melvin.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's the mixed feelings are from the parents themselves, but I think children. I mean, when I was young, I was looking forward for school holidays. But
You
since the
sebab you
pandemic,
SEMA, you nerd. That's why you suka pergi sekolah, Melvin.
no, we look forward for holidays those time. But because of pandemic, the long shutdown, I think the children is more than happy to go back to school and not to face their parents day to day. I mean, especially lot now. Gambling.
Yeah, yeah,
But
I think so. Yeah.
yeah, but there's a lot of mixed feelings that's coming from the parents. I believe, like yourself, you're a father, your parent, to a girl, and it says that a housewife was reported saying that given a choice, she would not send her daughter back to school yet.
Mm.
Some still have some reserve because the children vaccination program was just started recently. Could be one of the reasons, and I think a lot of news. Some are the teachers themselves are anti-vaxxers, so that is probably create this kind of emotions, mixed feelings that should I not send my children back to school?
Yeah.
So,
And it's true. I mean, like from my experience, Melvin, because I do have nephews and nieces around as well. And granted, they have been vaccinated, but only their first batch. And
Yeah.
looking at and most of them, I think all of them, if I'm not mistaken, all of my nephews and nieces, they have taken the Pfizer vaccine. And as we know, vaccine for Pfizer, you have to wait an interval of about 3 weeks until they get their second dosage. And only after that, they still have to have that incubation period of about 14 days to 28 days for them to be fully vaccinated, for the vaccine to truly work in them. So I can understand why some parents are still having doubts, are still scared of sending their kids to school. Granted, they're already 16, 17-year-olds, going to school, but they are still our children. They are still under our care. And you can't help but think that these children or these kids, these teenagers are still potentially exposed to COVID-19, and it is a scary thought. But school has to go on. Bila kita nak start kalau kita tak start sekarang kan, Melvin?
Yeah, I think is that probably has I think what's the plan was that giving priority to the STPs, the SPMs, all those things to physically attend school and have alternate week for them. And cut down all. I think should cut down all extra activities. I mean, after like the study, please return home. Don't stay back and mingle in the school. Cut down all these things, and ventilations is very important. Make sure the premises and the school classrooms have good ventilations. Don't get still because the students there, the virus will probably get more activated during the kind of if in the still air. So all this, I hope the teacher themselves, the headmaster or headmistress, and all these things, please ensure all these are improper. Like say, pack food or send the foods in the classrooms and all these things.
Tapi ada juga reported, Melvin. There are also reported cases where the children, or should I say the teenagers who are going to school, they are afraid to go to school, not because of COVID-19. It's because of other reasons. One were reported is that some kids are afraid to go back to school because they're afraid of their teachers asking them about their home teaching and learning and attendance record and not finishing their homework on time, being it online and everything. That's just, I mean, that's I know that's a concern for the kids, for the teenagers, but itu salah teenager tu lah kan sebab dia tak nak buat homework.
Yeah, but it's in fact it's true. I mean, I have listened recently to two mothers that their child cannot concentrate online classes. They have to tell me they have to scream until like they bring down the whole house. Because the children can't focus. They're very disturbed and all these things. And when they go back to school physically, they might face this issue. Teacher, hey, what have you done? Can I see your assignments and all those things? So probably it scares them off too.
Yeah, and also, I mean, and I also understand what you just said earlier as well, because the fact that you have to restrict the actions, or should I say, the activities of the kids, of the school kids going to school, because you don't want them to mingle around too long in school. You need to
Yeah,
get them back at home after school is done. This means that you don't have any extracurricular activities, you don't have any sport activities, you tak ada your social gathering with your friends in school, and this
yeah,
would hinder the development of the children themselves. But this is just for a short time. We are just
yeah,
implementing this. The nation is just implementing this as a safeguard. This is also like a pilot project. Granted, dah berapa banyak kali pilot sekolah buka tutup. But I see this again as a pilot project that, should everything is normally back to normal, then the kids would be able to, express themselves in their extracurricular activities. Boleh main sukan dah, boleh nak masuk jadi pandai pengakap, and so on and so forth. So I guess
yeah.
kids, they just have to persevere and bersabar. Tapi budak-budak mana boleh sabar, Melvin? Itu
I
yang
mean,
risau.
children being children. Of course, now if you're talking about those teens in Form 5, Form 6, STN, STP, though now they are young adults, they know something. The parents have to tell them, "Let's be careful and all these things." But if they're those in the lower primary, well, kids being kids, when you
Yep,
tell
exactly.
them, yeah, when you tell them what to do, they will do it.
Yeah, exactly. The more that you say don't do this, more often or not they will do it. I was that kind of kid. When my father said do not go out, I would definitely go out one. No,
Yeah,
I
the
degil.
rebellious type.
Well, I turn out okay anyway, as such as you, so you turn out as well. But yeah, but whatever it is, to end this particular topic, we just want to assure, or should, I mean, like, our point of view, at least from two layman people, Melvin and myself,
Yeah.
we do believe that we have to start somewhere. School has to start somewhere. We cannot just go on and living in a PDPR kind of situation where kids are
Yeah.
learning online all the time. They need to be able to reopen and get that life back. But slowly but surely, with the vaccination program, all the adults, we are at 88% already of adults in Malaysia being double
Yeah.
vaccinated. We are already rolling out for teenagers to get themselves vaccinated as well. So slowly but surely, things will get back to normal. Final thoughts on this, Melvin?
Yeah. So all the best to all those students and parents. Not be too panicky, because you might pass the stress to your children. Unnecessary.
It's an occupational hazard. Stress tu sentiasa ada, Melvin. Stress tu akan sentiasa ada. Okay, done with the first topic. So we covered school, but one now we want to highlight is that we want to show you guys the magic of the mobile app, which is called Act Now mobile community app. If you guys have not heard of this app already, definitely you guys have been living in a cave, because why? Act Now mobile community app is such a great app because it helps you and the people around you, the community itself, to make sure that it safeguards all of the things that is happening all around you. And one thing that has happened recently, and action has been taken, is it has something to do with what Act Now was supposed to do. Melvin, take this away. Show us why Act Now has come through again.
Okay, look at this report.
Boom.
Shall we?
What is this?
Okay, this happens in Colombo, somewhere near Museum Negara. It's a walkway with this field. The reporter was having this field, very good-hearted reporter. He feared that people who walk on this walkway would slip because of the water contains and all these things, the floods and all these things. So he took this report on the 30th September.
All right. Only
Right.
recently, 30th September was 5 days ago.
Yeah, 30th September. And of course, this happens in Colombo, but this is the responsible of Rapid KL. This walkway is actually responsible of Rapid KL. We do send this, highlight this issue to DPKL and Rapid KL as well. Do you know what happened? Once they received that in the morning, the day itself, it sends the people there to clean it up.
Yep. And to show people what we
Yeah.
actually mean in this picture, this was the before pictures. As you can see how dangerous it is with the water. It could be very slippery and whatnot. And once the report was lodged through Act Now, and it has become, ta-da, it's dry. It's dry.
Yes, they clean it up, and they actually, within the day itself, they went in, and on the 1st of October, they actually respond back to us and took this picture to us. They said, yes, because of the rain seasons, they're aware of this issue, so they do more regular cleanings. Because we told them we're afraid that someone will fall down, and may break the bone, whatever the body. It could be also a risk of life. We don't want that to happen. So I think they are very cooperative. Of course, they are very thankful. Thank us for reporting to them. As I say, we like to work hand in hand, and I'd like to thank the reporter for doing such a good deed. And everyone here, please share. Use Act Now. It's a free service for the community. We don't charge a single cent. We don't even charge the government, but we are trying to do things good. We want to have more a better environment. I'm one of those people who doesn't like to hear bad things happening to everyone unnecessary. Because they didn't plan. I mean, no, I asked to walk there and fall, and get hurt.
Yeah, exactly. And this is what I mean when I said earlier, the magic of this particular app, which is the Act Now mobile community app. I mean, it doesn't really it doesn't really do magic, to be honest with you. Because why? This is actually the concern of us, the concern of you, the concern of me, the concern of your brothers, your sisters, and whatnot. And this particular app will help you do that for the sake of the community.
I have Mio have to also probably clarify Act Now. Act Now is a bridge, a platform, a very convenient platform for communities to highlight issues. But we do not guarantee that it will be solved. It's also we need the cooperation from the other end.
Correct. Yeah.
So sometimes I have reports that come back responded to us. They felt very frustrated. So I have to tell them we are a bridge. We hope that they will respond. Because we do not manage them. I mean, if we manage one day, I can't Act Now to take over the municipal control. I think that would be the day.
One tip I can give to all of viewers and all the users, all the citizens, all the community members who are using the Act Now mobile community app, like what Melvin has just mentioned, should one report doesn't change the situation, hantar 5, hantar 10, hantar 20, 30, 100, 1000 for all that matter, and let the municipal councils yang mana yang berdegil tu, we're not saying all, obviously, I mean all municipal councils are responsible people behind them, but maybe they're taking a bit extra time. But if you keep on sending your report every single day, and we at Act Now would deliver that particular report to that council every single day as well, they would have nothing, they would be pressured to act now rather than act
that's
later.
Right. Our tagline, Act Now or Never, the voice of the community. Our voices are very strong. Don't one voice, they take you like this, a bite, but we all work together, we voice out together, it will be very, very strong. Trust me.
Exactly. Yeah. Rather than having a mosquito bite, so you better have a tiger bite. Like you terkam, you makan itu orang.
Mosquito bite, nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Mosquito bite can be deadly, So.
Yes, dengue. Yes. Rainy season coming. Please be careful. Report to us. You see all those water drains all get collected there. Please. This is one of those breeding ground for mosquitoes. You can actually report to us with using the app Now.
Yeah. Nampak? Melvin pandai tu. You bagi apa topik je, dia boleh corner balik, dia boleh masuk balik dekat Act Now tu. Gila, terror. This is
I tell you, because Act Now try to cover all angles of community issues, So
tapi kalau masalah you bergaduh dengan your spouse, if you have trouble with your spouse, can you report to Act Now or not?
No, dia Act Now.
Oh, dia tengok dia ada juga jawapan tu. He always
we also have problems with family issues. And that's why we have those counselors there to try to enlighten things and to see you positive, look at things positively, probably talk to your spouse, we have probably sit down, with clear mind, how to solve the things. Probably some things we can't solve, but at least it will clear your mind.
Clear your mind. Yeah,
so
memberikan
tell me what we don't have.
Dan juga, trying to make the best of it. Because again, who else would be doing this if not ourselves? We try to help each other as much. Because again, we are living in the same country, in the same community, in the same kampung, in the same taman, in the same desa. No one else would be able to actually look out but ourselves. Rather than you want to be, angry with your neighbors, try to live in a harmonious life. And do the best that you can. And what better way for you to actually do it by having this glorious mobile app, which is the Act Now mobile community app, where you can actually do wonders. Just check us out. Make sure you guys download it on the Apple App Store as well as the Google Play Store. And you will know what we mean by the power of the community, the voice of community. That's what Act
Yes.
Now is all about. All right, enough of the second topic. Now we want to jump in on the third one. It has been reported recently by our Minister of Health, YB Kari Jamaluddin, that apparently orang yang tak vaksin boleh masuk kedai juga. Orang yang tak masuk, orang yang tak dapat vaksin boleh juga pergi makan dekat kedai dine in juga. Wow, this is actually scary thought, isn't it? I mean, like, people are not vaccinated, but they're still able to actually get a certificate of inclusion, even though they're not vaccinated. Am I just saying something of a propaganda, Melvin, or is this something
No,
going on?
it's true because you have to understand some people. This is not anti-vaxxer, definitely. But in the body conditions, they are not allowed them to take the vaccine. Like cases like probably cancer cases and all these things, they can't take it. So so it's also for this reason. If the doctor certified that, we have to be also treat them better. Well, I mean, do not discriminate them because they want but they can't. They're certified by doctor. They can't take the vaccines. It's probably do more harm. So it's only reasonable to give them a certificate because they can also go out and go to whatever people enjoy. You know.
And because again, we want to stress this out. We cannot stress this enough. We are not saying that these people are anti-vaxxers. Mereka yang boleh mendapatkan special certifications because they cannot get themselves vaccinated is due to health reasons. Bukan dia orang sengaja macam, oh, ada microchip dekat dalam ni, aku tak boleh nak ambil vaksin, I need my special certification. We are not talking about those people. We are talking about people, as you mentioned, yang ada medical conditions, who have proper medical conditions, which is certified by a proper doctor, practitioner, by a proper physician out there, and not your simple Tok Bomoh ke, from your uncle ke, from your auntie, whoever it is. No, we're talking about people yang betul-betul ada masalah yang tak boleh ambil the COVID-19 jab. They can get special certification, and it is also reported to whoever it is who can't get vaccinated, they can get the special certs by going to their local klinik kesihatan ataupun pusat perubatan kerajaan closest to you. Apply, just fill out a few forms and get yourself properly vetted, then you will get this special certification. So kalau Bomoh kata jangan ambil vaksin and ambil cert, you jangan. Bomoh bukan doktor, Melvin.
Okay, but I hope this won't happen. But I believe we will report soon fake certificates. What am I afraid of?
I takut tu, Melvin. I takut fake certs. Even birth certificate, driving license pun people can fake it. What is this thing, right?
Yeah, so it's something like a first doctor's certificates that's okay. This name, who and who can take alleged this vaccinations program, and they go to this the government doctor to verify it. Yes, then they get the certificates. So this is something I can anticipate it will happen.
Yeah, and we do hope that the doctors out there, the ones who are giving the recommendation, or should I say the certification of all of these people who can't get jabbed because of proper reasons, I would really hope that they would do a thorough background check because of their abnormalities in regards of their health ataupun other kind of things. But please we try to avoid this kind of things now.
So
but I believe it will happen.
It will happen. But I thought it would be good if, let's say, someone who has suffered for certain reasons. I mean, they have their records. They must bring the records as well. Let's say you have certain like a cancer disease and all those things. Bring your whole records with the certificates.
Yeah.
To verify, because they have your name, your dates, and everything there, your IC, everything there.
Yeah, because I rasa because one of the due diligence, one of the things that the medical practitioner, at least daripada klinik kesihatan or the government hospitals, would be looking for are all the things. I believe that there's definitely going to be a checklist of the things that they'll be looking into. Specifically, you sakit apa, apakah sejarah sakit you, di manakah you dapat your medical attention, and so on, medication that you're on, and what so on and so forth. These informations, I believe that all of the people at the klinik kesihatan will be looking into. But what we're just telling you guys, what we're just informing you guys, that please do not cheat. Please do not, because of your belief of all of this super 5G lah, because of Illuminati lah, because of microchip or not. Stop it. Just stop it, don't do that. Be civilized, be proper. Kalau you risau, you tak dapat nak masuk shopping mall, nak pergi shopping pun, just get yourself vaccinated lah. Even if you don't believe in the vaccine, just get yourself vaccinated because you nak makan dekat TGI Fridays, you nak makan dekat restoran, whatever restaurant it is that you love. Just get yourself vaccinated lah. I mean, we cannot say enough
I
about
hope
it.
the daily trends for the last few days is very encouraging. We have yesterday below 10,000. It's been a long time. We have not four digits. Always 5 digits. So these are things that is working. We have to work together. We have to believe that it's work.
Yeah, as long as we don't have another election happening in Malacca, maybe, so that there's no another.
Yeah, please, no. This is something like it's a hot news, but unfortunately, we don't touch politics, so we don't carry it.
We don't carry it. No.
But
what
I do not.
Is that,
but I do not encourage. I do not recommend the government, the state government, to carry this just because we have 88% adult vaccinated so far. So we have learned our mistakes in Sabah.
So what we're trying to say is that bottom line is please think about the consequences. We have history to look into what has happened before. You can take that as the things that has happened that could happen again if you follow this route. So just please think 2, 3, 4, 5, 1,000 times even before you do anything that could interfere, or should I say that could affect the whole of the nation. Okay, enough about that topic. We're coming out to the last thing about what are the quick updates or whatever things that we want to talk about. And one topic that Mr. Lam wants to talk about is that the project, or should I say the pilot project that has been happening at the island of Langkawi. As people know, ever since the 16th of September, Langkawi Island has opened its doors for tourists from all over Malaysia to come down because they wanted to promote local tourism and they wanted to carry out this pilot project on how local, or should I say domestic tourism can happen again with SOPs, with proper safeguard and everything. But having said that, it has been reported, and Melvin would really want to point this out, is that there have been some news coming out from this particular pilot project. Melvin, take it away.
Yeah, because it says here, the DG of MOH reported 149 people tested positive since September 16th for this campaign, the Langkawi Travel Bubble Program. So 149 out of 40,500, to be exact, 40,458 people have been screened, and 149 people has been tested positive. So, I mean, I don't know whether the report doesn't say it's a good number or not a serious number. But to me, it's still 3 digits. The 149 could be so-called contact with others. So it doesn't also say is this 149 was tested positive during the like the airports waiting for the flights. They have actually 7 airports involved from to take you to what call that, to Langkawi. And so that is the airport itself is about 34,000. Right, the rest comes from the ferry terminal. So, but it does not say here whether this was after when the travel coming back, or they were detected while before boarding. Right.
Yeah.
But
so
even
I mean,
before
it is. Yeah, it is still a bit of a wonder. I mean, because we do not know the actual report of what has happened. We don't know this 149 people. Are these people who are about to go to Langkawi, or the ones who just came back from Langkawi? We do not know that for certain. But as what Melvin has mentioned, this 149 people represents about 0.3%. But this percentage can go up so high exponentially because COVID-19, they don't just multiply by 2. They don't just multiply by 3, because how COVID-19 spreads is quite sporadic and it can affect you, or dia boleh berjangkit dengan you dengan kadar yang lebih tinggi. So this is definitely a lesson. But I mean, all in all, I mean, after 2 weeks that this has been going on, would you still say that it is a success ataupun masih lagi you ragu-ragu, Melvin?
I mean, I'm not saying that it should be a stop, but I think if, let's say, the people who plan to travel should do, I mean, you do spend some kind of money to travel Langkawi. It's not cheap, Right?
Firefly only 100 ringgit ma, one way.
Do one way, the other way you swim back. So do yourself, your whole family, do your own test kits before you leave the house. If you're tested positive, it means it's quite easy. It's very easy to test. They are positive, do not leave the house. Because let's say your journey from the house to while waiting at the terminal, you might contact a lot of persons.
Sure.
Right? If you're found positive, So if any normal person like me, I will feel very bad, not only for myself, panicking for myself, who I have spread to. If I've been responsible, because as long as you're responsible people don't care less,
Yeah.
So,
No,
yes,
we
I have
are
to-
responsible people. We care about others, Marvin. You dengan I,
Yeah.
kita sayang orang lain. So kita
That's
memang
why we're
risau
with Act
people.
now. That's why.
Exactly. That's why we have to act now. So last bit on this, we just want to say that yes, it may have been a success. And I mean, if you look at different point of views, but it doesn't give you that opportunity to let our guards down. Kita masih lagi dalam belenggu COVID-19 ni. We are still, combating this particular virus. We just need to make sure that we take care of ourselves and we follow all the SOPs, moving
Yes.
forward. All right,
Yes.
we are coming out to the end of the session.
Before we leave, I have to have this special mention to Mr. Fabian Tam.
Yeah, correct. That's what I wanted to point out. Actually,
Okay.
one of our viewers, I dah tahu you dah. I dah tahu you nak fikir macam mana. Because one of our viewers, Mr. Fabian Tam, has actually gave out a good comment down there. I mean, like, we didn't pay him. Honest to God, Melvin didn't pay him. I did not pay him. But what he has said is a good job on Act Now by highlighting community issues to relevant agencies. At least now we see certain jobs being carrying out after issues highlighted, especially walkway and bus stops in and around Taman Linsing. All right. So thank you so much, Fabian. I believe that you are an active contributor, an active user of the Act Now mobile community app. Keep up the good work. We at Act Now will try our best to make sure that the authorities are being highlighted. They will know whatever it is that's going on within your community area. And that's what Act Now mobile community app is all about. Marvin, last words, 10 seconds to you before I habis.
Thank you for Fabian. He has been a great supporter. Of course, we hope to do much more than what we can and spread the good words around. Get your whole government to download our apps.
Exactly. Good job on you. Good job on you guys. Thank you so much. So that marks the end of our episode today. So Melvin, same time, same place tomorrow.
Yes, see you.
All right.
You
Take care. Happy lunching. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, that was Melvin together with myself, obviously addressing all the hot issues that's happening now, currently in Malaysia. And sometimes we do touch about whatever that is happening outside there. And also, as repeated, as recommended, do download the Act Now mobile community app, because that app is such a wonder. It will help not just you, but your community as well. Be a great Malaysian, be a great contributor to your community, and let's do all of this together. All right, that's it for now. Me, Adlan, signing out. Hope to see you guys again back tomorrow, and have a great day and have a great lunch. Take care now. Goodbye.